So yeah, again, I'm going to be explaining this Nightmares AU in case some of y'all are confused. So it starts off with Eddie first having these nightmares, these horrible, gruesome nightmares about Wally. Well, killing Frank first in like horrible ways you can imagine, and then killing him last. Poor Eddie. And so, like, the more nightmares he has, the more sleepy, the more tired he becomes every day. And it comes to a point where he faints a few times while doing his mailing job, giving out mail and stuff. And the more untrustworthy he becomes with Wally. Like, for example, even when he's awake, he'll see, like, hallucinations of him. Which is why in this video, Eddie, like, mistakes Julie for Wally or something, and he, like, strikes at her. Which, of course, he immediately apologizes for, but Frank found that out immediately, which was funny. But, yeah, moving on. The more worse Eddie gets, the more Frank starts to notice, so he, like, does his job for him once in a while, just so Eddie can get some sleep. But he still has nightmares anyways, so he tries to avoid sleep as much as possible. And now in this video, where you'll head at, where Howdy has a nightmare about Arya's head exploding. By Wally, of course, since he can kill with a stare, or just by a blink. I think that's canon, I don't know. Howdy, like, tells the nightmares he's been having as well, and him and Eddie, like, team up together to, like, tell the whole neighborhood about Wally and how he's dangerous and stuff, which is not true because Wally is completely innocent in this AU. He's really clueless to why Howdy and Eddie are, like, against him. Poor thing. And in this video, Howdy and Eddie basically tell Barnaby the nightmares they've been having and how untrustworthy Wally is and how dangerous he probably is behind that smile. And for some reason, Barnaby, like, immediately believes them, and Wally is basically all alone at this point because he lost his best friend, because, you know, Barnaby is, like, stupid and stuff. Basically, all he has now is Mama Poppy and Julie by his side. Sally still trusts him a little bit, but she's also been having nightmares too about Julie, you know, dying in his hands as well, since her and Julie are, like, really close and stuff. But other than that, she still trusts Wally, so I guess Wally has her by his side too. Arya, on the other hand, never really liked Wally from the start, so she's obviously on Howdy's side and trying to comfort him every time he has a nightmare, which is really sweet. I thought I had that in, because, you know, they're like father and stuff. Frank is obviously on Eddie's side since he, like, loves Eddie more since, you know, they're married and stuff. So yeah, all Wally has is, like, Poppy, Sally, and Julie on his side, which isn't much. So he's basically all alone at this point. The only ones who are having the nightmares and are targeted by the nightmares is basically Howdy and Eddie and Frank too, maybe, and Sally and Barnaby, maybe. I'll animate them having a nightmare in some video later. But it's just Howdy and Eddie right now. And there we have it. That took not so long as I imagined. I'm sorry if I stuttered a bit. I'm not used to showing my voice a lot. Don't worry, there will be more videos on this AU. I'm not done with it. I obviously want to get a little bit of more attention. Just a tiny bit of attention. Don't worry, there will be more lore added to this. Like, maybe Poppy might have a nightmare, or maybe Julie, or maybe Arya, I don't know. I'll try to think of that. Give me some ideas about what kind of nightmares they could have. Okay, bye. I have nothing else to say.